Welcome to The Explainer. We're jumping right into a huge paradox in psychedelic medicine. So we know these drugs show massive promise, but is the trip itself what actually heals you?
Scientists call this the acute subjective effects, or ASE. Basically, it's the scientific term for the trip.
And here's the great irony. The very thing that made them controversial might be the key to their power. So what's the evidence for the trip being essential? Well, a lot of studies find a really strong link. For depression and anxiety, the data's pretty clear. The more meaningful the trip, the better the outcome. For alcohol use, this number shows a ridiculously strong tie between mystical experiences and less drinking. Okay, that's compelling, but what if the trip is just a side effect of the real biological healing? This leads to a billion-dollar question. Can we get the therapy but skip the trip? Enter psychoplastogens. The idea is these molecules literally rewire your brain, promoting new connections. And this brings us to the case against the trip. Maybe it's not needed at all. Check this out. These new compounds are showing therapeutic effects in animals without any signs of a trip.
The goal here is a medicine that's just easier and more accessible for everyone.
So we've got two great stories, but how do we figure out which one is right? Well, scientists have come up with some really clever experiments to finally get an answer. Scenario A, what if you give another drug that actually blocks the trip? Do the benefits vanish too? Or how about this? Study patients whose brain chemistry might naturally blunt the trip. If they still heal, this one's wild. Give psilocybin to someone under anesthesia. Can the brain rewire itself without any awareness? And finally, does the length of the trip even matter? We could compare a long one to a short one. The answers here could totally reshape mental health care. This is way more than just an academic debate. And it brings up a fascinating ethical question for the entire medical field. So, if we actually can separate the healing from the hallucinations, should we? What might get lost?